So hi there, I'm going to talk to you today about how you can get your ideal clients to contact you through LinkedIn saying they want to work with you. Now, there's a couple of things you need to have in place in order to make inbound inquiries work. And inbound inquiries is basically having your ideal clients who are your LinkedIn connections contacting you saying that they want to discuss working with you. So the first thing you need to have in place is that you've actually been reaching out to your ideal clients through LinkedIn and you now have them as your LinkedIn connections. And I recommend that you need about 500 LinkedIn connections who are your ideal clients before you're going to start to really see any inbound leads coming through. You also want to make sure that you are posting content regularly that is warming up your LinkedIn connections who are your ideal clients and is letting them get to a point where they are recognizing that you are a trusted advisor and you're someone who can help them solve their problems, and for them to be at a place where they decide, right, I'm going to contact you to say, yes, I would like to discuss working with you. So these are two things you need in place. But if you're thinking to yourself, I'd love to have people contacting me saying they would like to work with me, but I don't know what content I need to create in order to make that happen, I'm going to give you some tips about the type of content that's going to work to warm up your ideal clients and result in them actually contacting you, just saying that they want to work with you. So the first thing that you need to do is to create content that talks about the biggest problems that your ideal clients have and how they can solve them. So you want to give them some really valuable advice, simple tips and advice about how they can solve their problems. Now, your ideal clients understand what their problems are, but they often don't know what the solution is. So when you create short pieces of content, whether that's text posts or very short videos, maybe 2 minutes long, or even an article, where you talk about those biggest problems that your ideal clients have and you share a part of the solution, what happens for your ideal clients who are your LinkedIn connections is that the light bulb goes on and they immediately know, okay, that's what I need to do in order to solve my problem. And once they have that awareness of what the solution looks like, they're much more ready then to decide, yes, I'm going to get some help with that. And it also allows them to start seeing you as the trusted advisor, the person who can help them to solve their problems. So that's the first thing you need to do with your content, is make sure you focus on talking about the problems your ideal clients have and what the solution is to those problems, or at least giving them part of the solution to their problems. The next thing you need to do is to be really consistent with posting content. Now, most of us struggle with this, and we will be really good for a couple of weeks and then we will slack off for a bit and we'll be really up and down with it. But in order to start generating those inbound leads, what you're going to want to do is to be posting at least 3 times a week consistently. And that's 3 really valuable pieces of content every week that's going to get your ideal clients to be more warmed up and more ready to buy from you. Okay, so with your consistency, what you want to do is make sure you have a mixture of a video in there, maybe a text post. You might want to include a testimonial each week. So you've got a range of content that's going to warm your audience up. Now, in addition to being consistent with sharing content, what you also want to do is make sure that your content posts and your videos or your articles have a call to action in them. So you need that call to action that's going to tell your ideal clients who are your LinkedIn connections what you want them to do next. So if, for instance, you've done a video post and you've been talking about a problem that your ideal clients have and giving them a bit of the solution, what you want to do as a call to action is, if you've been struggling with this problem, then send me a message and I look forward to arranging a time for us to speak. So what you're doing with that call to action is you're giving your ideal clients a very clear direction and instruction on what they need to do now in order to get some help with their problem. Okay, and by giving that clear instruction, it's going to allow you to come into a closer contact with your ideal client, and it's going to basically encourage them actually contacting you and saying, I would like to work with you. So there's other call to actions you can use as well, but I just wanted to give you that as one of the examples of what you can do. So I hope you've enjoyed my tips about how you can start getting your LinkedIn connections to contact you saying they want to work with you. And of course, if you've been struggling with getting LinkedIn to work for you and you haven't been able to get any inbound inquiries from your ideal clients, then send me a message and we can set up a time to speak. And I can give you some suggestions that will help you to overcome the problems that you're currently experiencing. All right, bye for now, guys.